there, my name's Michael and welcome to Tabletop-Infiltrator. In today's video we'll be delving into October's edition of White Dwarf, issue 469. White Dwarf has always been a huge part of the hobby for me and has been ever since I was a teenager and first getting into collecting miniatures, and I always look forward to my monthly instalment. Even better, I can now share it with all of you. I'll be going through the entire magazine, and if it's something that interests you, you can go pick it up, and if not, then I've saved you spending out this month. So it's win-win. This issue, I genuinely thought it was all about AOS. I'm a 40k fan and know nothing about Age of Sigmar, apart from the fact that the models look great. But after a quick flick through, I was pleasantly surprised. We've got loads of great 40k content this month. With that said, let's jump in and see what this month's edition of White Dwarf has in store for us. So here we have it. This is October's edition of White Dwarf, issue 469. And instantly you can see why I thought it was going to be, well, almost basically about AOS, because you've got a massive picture of a Seraphon warrior on there. Lizardmen for me, because that's what they are, that's how I know them by. But yeah, great piece of artwork on there. And then you've got a little brief of what's in the magazine. But like I said, that's a really nice piece of artwork there on the front. So having a look through. So we've got the usual message from the managing editor there. And then the contents page, so fantastic war hosts, the NIGHTHAUNT, Tale of 4 Warlords. This is swapping over to Age of Sigmar. Last month's was a 40k Tale of 4 Warlords. And then the golden nugget for me, the one that really makes a White Dwarf issue for me during the month, is the battle report. And we've got a 40k battle report here. So battle report is the return to Sanctuary 101, and it looks like it's the Sisters of Battle against the forces of the Necrons. And then we've got some kill team stuff, armies on parade, the Iron Knights, and on this issue we've got some tear out sheets which I had a nice little look at earlier. So starting off with contacts, so sending pictures of hobbyists from around the world, sending in some pictures and asking some questions as well. I do like this interactive piece that GW does with the community, really nice. We've got some awesome looking models here. Got a nice Canoness, Order of the Bloody Rose. She's about to mess somebody's day up with those chainsaws. And a cool looking Land Raider conversion with a, looks like a demolisher cannon on the front and a dozer blade on there. Really cool, like that little bit of, don't know how they've managed to do that, maybe cutting models in half or something and gluing them onto it. Dark Angels I think this is. Here is it. It's a Relic Land Raider. Oh, Black Templars for the size one. Oh no, this is just saying how you put it together. My Land Raiders are built in homage of a fallen Black Templar's battle brothers who... Oh, okay, this is really cool. So, for the Black Templars, oh, I should have known, Templar Cross. That's nice. And then Worlds of Warhammer. So Worlds of Warhammer delves into the background of the Age of Sigmar and the 41st millennium, looking at how stories are created and legends are born. In the first of a two-part special, Phil answers some of the most pressing questions about the Age of Sigmar. For me, the lore of Age of Sigmar has always been the most complicated and weird bit. Age of Sigmar is very much high fantasy, so it confuses me massively. But when Age of Sigmar first came out, I think the lore was very thin, like wafer thin. But over the years it's been developed and it's got quite a rich background to it now. So this is all about Age of Sigmar, which again I know nothing about. But if you're interested in it, definitely worth picking it up. Because personally myself, I love that sort of bits and pieces that you get shown of the background. You got like one of the realm gates going through to another realm. Cool, nice bit of artwork. So this is the Warhammer Age of Sigmar section, and it looks like as on the front picture, the Seraphon. So you've got a load of dinosaurs, and it looks like Stormcast Eternals are fighting alongside them as well against the orcs. I don't know what the name is in Age of Sigmar. And then that's Lord, is it Lord Croak? Lord Croak? The model that was redone recently for him. Brilliant. Really nice centerpiece for your army. Age of Sigmar really do it well when it comes to centerpiece models. I'll give them that. The model range is fantastic. So the NIGHTHAUNT, fantastic war hosts, is an ongoing series of battles that shows you how you can build up and paint your Warhammer Age of Sigmar armies. We hope you know a Lord Exorcist, because this month we're taking a closer look at the ghostly NIGHTHAUNT. Boo. So if that's a faction that you're collecting, you've got something in this month's edition. I think these could probably be, if you chose a simple enough paint scheme, these would be pretty easy to and quick to paint up as well. Nice. I mean, the models do look really great, and that's quite a simple paint scheme, but really effective as well. Again, some more Age of Sigmar. This is really cool, like a NIGHTHAUNT giant, and you can just see underneath there they've cut his head off and strapped it to the bell, so that's his head, and but he's still got his little hat on. That's really cool, like a headless giant. That's cool. Like that. And again, no idea what these models are, but again, they look. I know that this reminds me of the Black Coach. Oh yeah, the Black Coach. There we go, from Warhammer Fantasy. Obviously, this looks epic compared to the old one from Warhammer Fantasy. Brilliant. And then the Realm of Heavens. The celestial realm of Azir, I hope I've said that right, is a true paradise, a vast expanse of soaring mountains and glittering cities, illuminated by the light of 1,000 stars. This is the seat of the God King's Empire, and the staging ground for prosecution of Sigmar's endless wars. So giving you a nice background on the capital of Azir issue. And Sigmar. Oh yeah, I had a quick read of this, and it's basically just telling me about the beginning. So, for what I can, this reminds me of like the orbital ring around Mars in 40k. But apparently, this is the core of the world that was Warhammer Fantasy. Honestly, I don't quite get it, but I think it looks brilliant. It's very high fantasy. But very cool looking at the same time. High heavens, some more great artwork there. Seraphon fighting against chaos, it looks like. And then this is the Warhammer Age of Sigmar Flashpoint, the Tome Celestial. So the Seraphon are the oldest and most implacable foes of chaos. Cold-blooded and merciless, these fearsome reptilian warriors pursue the destruction of the dark gods with a single-minded intensity that is terrifying even to their allies. Yet despite their bestial appearance, their origins are stranger still. They are entities of true celestial power, spawned by the unknowable technologies of the mysterious Old Ones. So I do know a little bit about at the end times of the fantasy. I think the Lizmen decided, right, we're out of here, the world's on its last legs, and they basically got into their pyramids and took off. I think that's the general gist of it. And then that's giving you just some more background on them. Lord Croak, there he is. So, zombie, tomb, lizard, person, slammed. probably one of, from what I know of him, he's the most powerful mage in like the air. Him and like Teclis are there or thereabouts, I think anyway. Correct me in the comment section if you're a Seraphon fan. Who's better, him or Teclis? I would assume him because he's well old. So some skinks going up against some orcs. Nice, brilliant. And then it gives you some rules for using Seraphon, I suppose. Is this like open play, match play? There you go. So, some new rules if you want to be playing an open play game or a match play game. So if you're into Age of Sigmar and you collect Seraphon, this month's White Dwarf, perfect for you. Nice. So incandescent spheres, flashpoint, a relic of the old ones. The incandescent sphere lay dormant within the upper reaches of the high Azure for countless eons. While its function and purpose remain a mystery, this glittering superstructure has begun to turn. Celestial energies building within. Oh. Fair enough. I do love the models, they've got that real Aztec look to them. Oh, so this is if you're playing a campaign. Excellent. Personally not interested in campaigns. I don't play enough games of 40k to be able to do a campaign, but... And then Celestial Warrior, so you've got a painting guide, so you've got battle ready and parade ready, and then the two guides to how to paint them up, which is really nice. And again, I really like this edition that they've added the ratios of paint if you're mixing any, which I think is really useful. So some more painting guides there. And then the Tale of 4 Warlords, this is the Age of Sigmar version, so we've got the Lumineth Realm Lords, like some mountain goat thing. The High Elves, basically. Slaves to Darkness, no idea who they are. Cities of Sigmar, I think this here is allowing you to use the old models in fantasy. I think that's what Cities of Sigmar is. And then Hedia Knights of Slaanesh, so Slaanesh. Cool. These Lumineth Realm Lords look really cool. I really like these archers. The goat thing with the hammer is a bit weird, and they've got some kangaroo cavalry or something, but apart from that, really nice. They've got like some spearmen like with massive pikes on them, they're really cool. Oh, so these are Chaos. Nice looking dragon there. Is that a fantasy dragon? Anyone in the comment section let me know if that's a fantasy dragon. Looks like some tokens that have been done there. That's cool. The Order of Morda. Morda. Nice. I think these are old Phoenix Guard, aren't they? Yeah, these are Phoenix Guard. I've never had any, but I play High Elf sometimes in Warhammer Total War, and I really like the Phoenix Guard. I recognise them from there. And then Slaanesh. Nice. And then heavy metal. So this is the heavy metal team. So this will be giving you some nice tips when it comes to painting up your miniatures. And then they did this. I didn't know what this was initially, but it's if you're wanting to. I'll just take it. Let's see if I can take it out quickly. If you're wanting to take pictures of your miniatures. There we go. you've now got a backdrop and it's double-sided. So that's really, really cool. I like that a lot. And you'll probably see this pop up on my Instagram or something, because I'll definitely be using that. That's really cool, that. I like that a lot. And a couple of magazines ago, there was a guy in the US who was using like photography techniques to create like sci-fi backgrounds, and I can't remember which one it was. It was about 3 or 4 magazines ago, I think. And I think maybe if I can combine what he was saying in that magazine with this backdrop, that'd be brilliant. So again, a very wide variety of topics covered in White Dwarf. So don't let the front cover deceive you, alright, like it did me. So Brush Tips is a painting column hosted by the studio's Heavy Metal team. Here they discuss all things painted related, be it colour schemes, techniques, inspirations, or something they're painting for their own collection. This issue, First Founding Veterans. Brilliant. So we've got some Blade Guard veterans, some Ultramarines, and some Imperial Fists. And some White Scars. So it's basically going through how to paint them. Now I will probably look around this section here, because my Redeemers are blue. They're not Ultramarines, but they are blue. So some of the techniques here might just be able to help me out when I'm painting them. Black Templars, always loved Black Templars, wanted to collect them, can't paint black. You think black is an easy colour to paint, but it's not at all. Nice. Raven Guard, Dark Angels, Space Wolves. For me, the Blade Guard don't make sense when it comes to they suit Dark Angels, they suit Black Templars, Blood Angels. They just don't look wolfy enough for Space Wolves. I think you can, because I've seen some conversions, like maybe on Etsy or something, you can get 3D printed like round Viking shields, and if you've got some spare wolf pelts or tokens or anything like talismans, anything like that, then you could probably get, but that shield just reminds me of other chapters and not Space Wolves. Right, and then here it is, my favourite section. So Warhammer 40k. So in the grim darkness of the future of war, there's only war, and in this month's war, this month's war includes a huge battle report, plus loads of new Kill Team content, including rules, background, and a short story. Brilliant. And you've got an awesome battle going on here between the Thousand Suns. I think that's Araman. Some demons coming out, and they're fighting against the Blood Angels. And that's one. Well, that's a firstborn, so he ain't never coming back. That's another firstborn. Don't know what those two are. And I think that's a firstborn as well. So GW are definitely trying to get rid of the firstborn. That's a definite hint. We are getting rid of them. So Return to Sanctuary 101. So it's this month's battle report. So Millennium 897, Millennium 41. A convent of the Battle Sisters from the Order of Our Martyred Lady was massacred at Sanctuary 101. The Noctis Asterna saw the sanctuary lost to the Emperor's guiding light. Now the Order of the Ardent Shroud seek to reconsecrate it. Fantastic. Brilliant looking models. And I think this is the... These are the miniatures from the Tale of Four Warlords, the 40k version. I'm pretty sure it is. I remember that flaming Celestine. Cool. So what I'll do is we'll have a quick look at the armies, but I won't show you the actual battle report because I don't want to spoiler alert. So I'll gloss over that one. But this is a fantastic looking Necron army. And honestly, I am looking forward to starting my Necron force when I've finished up my Space Marines. Or at least when I've got a big chunk of the Space Marine force done and I can just enjoy swapping out some miniatures here and there and playing some games with it and then concentrating on the Necrons. They just look so alien and so ancient. I really love the look of them. Really cool.
So you've got a fantastic looking army here. The Legion of MEGHOSHTA. No idea. Led by the indomitable overlord Onyx, the rad wreathed warriors of the Thok. Oh my goodness! Warriors of the Thokt dynasty travel across the stars to reclaim what once belonged to them. Now it belongs to the Imperium now, mate. Awesome. And then these battle sisters are fantastic. I like this like creamy white with the silver and the black and the red. It looks absolutely fantastic. Flaming Celestine there. Army looks absolutely brilliant. Like, it'd give me a headache trying to paint sisters because there's just so much going on. But really, really nice looking. Right, so it's moving on to the battle report. So what we're going to do now is skip over until the end. So we're back, and I've had a look at the battle report. Absolutely worth a read. I picked this magazine up just for that battle report, so definitely one if anyone's interested in a 40k battle report this month. And then with the release of the new edition of Kill Team, they've got a new section in White Dwarf dedicated to it. So Operation Briefing is a semi-regular column about the rules, tactics and gameplay of Warhammer 40k Kill Team. This month's article touches on the key concepts of the Commandos and Veteran Guardsmen and the inspiration behind their rules. So I'd really like to get into Kill Team. I have got the Kill Team Octarius box set, so I would really like to get involved with it because I'm not a massive fan of playing small games of 40k. They're slightly, they're not completely balanced. 2k you get a really kind of balanced game out of it. 1500 is alright. 1000, 500 it starts getting a bit wobbly. So the fact that there's a dedicated skirmish game I think is perfect. So yeah, if you're interested in Kill Team, there's a nice section this month. Cunning but brutal, must be about the Orc Commandos, and I love that Orc there. He's really cool. I think they've done real justice to the Orc range with this refresh, with the new Orc Codex coming out, the new miniatures, the what's it called? The guys who go out and capture ride squigs, snake bites. Don't know. I think that's it. But the commando range for the Kill Team that you can use in your games of 40k, and commandos apparently are really good. So yeah, nice, really nice. And then WARPCOVEN Kill Teams. So this is probably around using, well, it looks like it, 1,000 Suns in your games of 1,000 Suns in your games of Kill Team. So powerful psychers, one and all, the sorcerers of the 1,000 Suns Legion use whatever means necessary to acquire arcane knowledge. As such, they will often lead small covens of the chosen operatives on historic missions deep behind enemy lines. Yep, so this is using 1,000 Suns in your games of Kill Team. Brilliant. And you've got some fluff and stories there, some nice artwork there, some spell going on, and then WARPCOVEN Kill Teams. So these are all your rules, your naming for the characters. Nice, really nice. Yeah, some more new rules. Brilliant the fact that they're using White Dwarf to put these new rules in. Brilliant. Rubric icon bearer, Rubric Marine, Zangor Champion. Nice. Cool. And again, loads and loads of new rules for you to use them in Kill Team. I don't know what any of it means yet because I haven't even looked at it yet. Nice Rubric Marine there. Brilliant. And then the Flashpoint this month Spear of Lightning. So 3 librarians of the Atlantean Spears, united in purpose, teleport into the heart of an Orc cruiser. Their mission to reach the bridge and bring about the Xenos ship's demise. But can the librarians hold their battle lust in check as they infiltrate the lair of the beast? So again, a short story in there for Flashpoint Caradon. Not Flashpoint Caradon. Octarius. Nice. Like I said, if I ever get hobby burnout or anything like that, this is brilliant for getting me back into the game. So nice short story there. And then this is new. So Armor Through the Ages. So this is looking at, this is a Horus Heresy section. I haven't seen this section before. But I did have a quick read of it earlier, just because I didn't know, wasn't sure what it was, but it's basically just talking through Astartes power armor throughout the age of darkness, around the Horus Heresy and the Great Crusade. And I really love like the utilitarian feel of the Crusade era. Everything felt like it had a purpose and wasn't ornate. It just, yeah, it looked really cool. I really like the Horus Heresy. So really great fluff for you. If you're interested, I literally love all of this, so I could sit here and read this for hours. And it's not that I'd read it once, maybe in a couple of months again, I'd be having a look through the magazine and I'd see it, oh brilliant, yeah, I loved reading that, and I'd read it again. So some really nice bits and pieces in there. Nice. And then Black Library, you've got a short story here, Shattered World. A tortured soul stands amidst the wreckage of a tortured world. He is faced with a pivotal choice, but does he control his fate, or does his fate control him? This fated fiction story is one of 4 possible endings. Fate will determine which one you experience. Nice. So again, a load of content there for you. And then Armies on Parade, we've got the Iron Knights, Space Marine chapter. So Armies on Parade is an army builder and painting challenge that has been a staple part of the Warhammer calendar for many years. This year, army and battlefield painter Andy Barlow created this sorry mate if I didn't say it right. Andy Barlow created this stunning display featuring the Iron Knights chapter, and what a absolutely magnificent job he's done at that. And I know from personal experience, when I had a Fire Raptor for my Salamanders chapter, this thing was undisputed champion of worst models ever to build. Atrocious. Like, these panels down here didn't line up to this part of the chassis. Underneath didn't line up, there were gaps, it was friggin' awful. I mean, it looked great when it was finished, but I literally wanted to kill somebody by the end of it, whoever came up with that design. For a model which is quite a substantial amount of money on Forge World, you'd think they'd go together a little bit better, but that is truly a great looking army. It's silver and gold, that's really nice. And then he's just taking me through the steps of how you put it all together. Really amazing job there, I think. These are really cool. I think that's the Ancient, isn't it? The Blade Guard Ancient. I think that's the bottom. Yeah, that's the Blade Guard Ancient he's used there. That's really cool looking. I like that. And then moving on to glory points. So this is Warhammer Underworld Diachasm. So Glory Points is our column all about Warhammer Underworlds. Diachasm, curated by the Games Rules team. This column delves into the development of the game, plus rules, tactics and gameplay. This time choosing your Warlord. I have even less knowledge about this, so if you're into Diachasm, there's a column this month for it as well. And then Middle-earth. So again, Games Workshop have refreshed the Lord of the Rings series, bringing out some fantastic looking new miniatures for it, and I'm really glad that they support the Lord of the Rings, because when I was younger I did used to play it and I thought it was brilliant. So the Lord of the Nazgul. In this issue, the Middle-earth team turn their attention to the growing evil in the Free Lands to give their tactical insight into the most fearsome of Sauron's minions, the dreaded Witch King of Angmar, greatest of the 9 Ringwraiths. So yeah, if you're into Lord of the Rings and Middle-earth, nice section on the Witch King. And then inside the studio, as we come to the end of the magazine, we take a look at the games people have been playing and the models they've been painting in the studio over the past month. This month, Tomb Keepers, Imperial Fists, Ghost, Duradan, and a big Oleoda squid. Or squigs. Nice. Tomb Keepers there, that's nice. Imperial Fists and a Hammerfall Bunker. Brilliant. And then the next issue, Big Holiday Bonanza. No idea what that means, but maybe some more free stuff from Games Workshop. And the next issue is on sale on the 19th of November. So until then, we'll see another White Dwarf. And then on the back here, we've got a great looking Speed Freaks army, is it? I think these are Speed Bad Moons. I can't remember what these are. With loads of buggies and loads of bikes. And a battle wagon at the back there. Great. So cool. Really nice. So yeah, that was White Dwarf October's edition, issue 469. So that was pretty good. I'm really happy I picked up this month's edition of White Dwarf. Like I said, I really thought it was going to be just about Age of Sigmar with that Seraphon on the front. But yeah, some really nice 40k content. The battle report, obviously major for me. Love the battle report. Those Sisters and Necrons look absolutely perfect. I love all the lore, the fluff that you've got in there. The bit at the end for the Horus Heresy about the armour, that's really cool. Really like that. I also liked the little printed card that you've got to take some pictures of your miniatures, so that's definitely a win for me. And then you've got all the Age of Sigmar content, so I personally, another thumbs up from me for this month's White Dwarf. Let me know down in the comment section if you're going to be picking it up and what your thoughts are. Brilliant. If you've enjoyed the video, consider giving me a thumbs up, and if you haven't, a thumbs down. It's all for the algorithm. And if you want to support the channel further, hit that subscribe button down there in the corner. Switch on notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll hopefully see you next time.